Welcome back and prepare to be bedazzled because today I'm going to be shedding light on one of the survey results show that over half of parents financially support their adult children. So why does this happen to be the case, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my grief, much to my agony, much to my agitation, much to my irritation, most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand are often deemed to be dead-end, highly time-depleting, debilitating, minimum wage, dispiriting, unfulfilling, undesirable, harrowing, distressful, brutally wretched, and ineffably agonizing jobs not only dispossess an employee of almost of his sacrosanct time, but that also do not furnish him with anywhere close to even 1/4 of a subsistence wage for affording housing. It profoundly stands to reason that it is eminently unsurprising that over half parents subsidize the expenses of their adult children when their adult children are receiving a minimum wage. Working most real private sector employed jobs based on voluntary demand does not furnish a real private sector employee with any benefits nor pensions. It just provides a negligible amount of short-term relief in the form of a minimum wage. Adult children want to be able to have sizable purchasing power in order to be able to cover the cost of living. The cost of living is exorbitant in 2024. If a person wants to be able to procure a $400,000 house and acquiesces to undergoing debt financing to do so by taking out a mortgage loan at an 8% annual percentage rate and decides to amortize the mortgage loan over the course of a 30-year period or 3-decade period, then he may succumb to expending over $1,056,000 just to be able to pay off his mortgage loan debt over the course of a 30-year period if the mortgage loan bared an 8% annual percentage rate. So if you want to be able to get out of poverty, then you should take heed of establishing and subsequently building up sizable recurring revenue streams on autopilot that are steep enough to offset your recurring expenses. You do not want your earnings potential to be tethered to your time. You want your earnings potential to be uncapped, limitless, and unfettered. You do not want your emolument to be infinitesimal at a minimum wage. You want to receive sizable remuneration every year so that you could, at the very least, afford to attain a mediocre standard of living, which is cost prohibitive for most people who work real private sector jobs based on voluntary demand to attain in 2024 if they are receiving the minimum wage and if the minimum wage is their only source of compensation. So once again, I hope that you deem this video to be riveting, captivating, enthralling, engrossing, intriguing, and informative. I hope that you're entrenched in the underlying epicness. Parents should want their adult children to have a higher standard of living than an egregiously low standard of living. Parents are often amenable to subsidizing the expenses of their adult children so that their adult children can augment their standard of living past the threshold of an egregiously low standard of living. Once again, I hope that you deem this video to be eminently entertaining in all facets. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.